This is the Transformers Generations Studio Series Deluxe Class Autobot Jazz. The figure is part of the second wave of the Studio Series Deluxe Class figures. And here's a quick look at the packaging. Great artwork. He is number 10. Here are some of the other figures, Deluxe Class figures released by Hasbro so far. And he comes with a diorama that's exactly the same as Bumblebee's diorama. So, okay, I get it. That was in the first movie, Transformers the movie. And here he is. I have him like this because if you remember when he was first introduced to Sam, he did all that acrobatic thing and landed on a car or something like that. So, anyway. And here he is, looking very nice, super detailed, super accurate Jazz figure from the first movie, Transformers the movie. And he comes with a very accurate shield gun. It's like a shield. It opens like in a gun, and he can hold it on his left hand, or on either hand. You can flip either of the fists and or hand, and then just plug it in like that. I think that's more accurate if you do it that way. Plug it in, and then he's shooting Megatron. Anyway, so that's that. Okay, let's take a closer look at the details of this particular figure, okay? It's very accurate, I'll give you that. Look at that head sculpt, fantastic. I love that visor. I love that he's done in this, it's not a flat silver, it's like a little bit on the shiny metallic side. Yeah, I love that. I love that the proportions on this figure is better than the ones we've seen back in 2007, wherein he doesn't have abs, when it's just the waist and then the chest. So I love that they've given that better proportions. The feet, love the detail on it. Has a huge backpack on his back. That's the car parts, the top of the car. Arms. I love even the arms are done in good proportion. Let's talk about articulation for the figure. He's got a ball jointed neck. He's got hinges for his shoulders. You can swivel here, and a hinge here. He's got a hinge elbow that is on a ball joint, that has a ball joint. So it's sort of like a double jointed elbow. Hinge wrists because of transformation. No waist articulation because of the transformation. Ball hinge hips, ball jointed hips. Thigh swivel. Hinge knees, go all the way up to there. Good 90-degree bend. And some foot articulation, because rocker articulation. They didn't have to do that. It's not because of transformation. They just added that. So that's nice. So great detail, great articulation, great paint apps on this figure. Absolutely a wonderful rendition of Jazz. Okay, now let's talk about his size. He stands at about 3 3/4 inches tall. No, I'm kidding. It just feels like that he stands about 3 3/4 inches tall. He stands at about 4 3/4 inches tall. Okay, so here he is with the rest of the gang from Transformers the movie. Obviously, he's not going to be in scale with Ratchet and the Bumblebee toys that we got in 2007. Okay, I can give that. I get that. Fine. Optimus Prime and Ironhide. Was Jazz really that small? Really? I thought he should have been about the size of Bumblebee. I mean, Hasbro's saying all this things about being scaled with each other and all that, but no, I refuse to believe that Jazz is in perfect scale with these two figures. Seriously. Okay, and here's another batch of size comparisons. Here is the original Jazz we got in 2007. This is the premium series Jazz. That's why it's all shiny and all that. Look at the disparity. Again, don't talk to me about being in scale and all that. I mean, we are purchasing a deluxe class figure. And this is a deluxe class figure back in the day. And I know there's inflation and all that, but I don't think he's even half the plastic this guy has. And you're paying twice as much for this than you did for this one. Here is a Scout class figure. And here is a Legends, the new Legends figure. And he's right about in that avenue, in that alley, right? She's like half an inch or quarter of an inch taller than just these Scout class, Legends class figures. And just for the sake of it, here is a Funko Pop figure. L3 from Solo. He's about the same size as a, well, it's on a base. So a Pop on a base, he's about the same size. That's how small he is. He's very small. And I'm not amused, okay? I know he's very detailed, great transformation, articulation, accurate, and all that. But he is small. And is Hasbro messing with us? You guys be the judge, okay? Okay, so let's transform Studio Series Jazz. Okay, first thing you want to do, rotate the fists, hide them like that. Okay, and lock in the arms to the shoulders and form the side of the car. Okay. Then what you want to do is go ahead and fold this. Just prep the feet for transformation. Okay, they're going to transform that way. Okay, you can do this already. Fold up that chest like that. Fold the head in like that. Unfurl that. Okay, and then pop that midsection like that. And then what you want to do is you want to rotate that whole assembly like that. The car is looking good. You're getting to see more of how the car will look like. Okay, go ahead and fold this and snap that in right there. Okay, and then unfold this. It's easier to transform with the arms pulled out like that. Okay, just leave it there. That's the last thing you want to do. Okay, and then you want to do the center pieces like here. There's a double hinge right there that you got to fold up. Don't just fold this, fold the other hinge as well like that. And then what you want to do is you want to tab these pegs right there onto those slots right there. Okay, and you do it this way like that. Okay, and then the feet, they sort of collapse in like that, and they tab. It's a very tight fit. Okay, like that. The same on the other side. I'm gonna collapse those feet like that and do it that way. Okay, and then these they tab in right there. There's like there's a peg right there, and you just tab it in like that. Okay, there's a hole on these panels. Okay, finally, tab in the arms, or just sneak those arms in onto that front part and side part, and just tab them in like that. Those hinges right there, they're just gonna fold in and compress and sneak those arms in there. And there you go. There is Jazz and his Pontiac alt mode. It looks great. I mean, it's so accurate to his alt mode in the movie. And then this one, his weapon, you can store it in alt mode by folding it down like that and tabbing it like that. Looks weird. Looks like thrusters and a dish. But yeah, I'll take it out. It looks great. I love the silver on it. I love the detail, the accuracy of this car. Very nice. Clear headlamps, fog lamps, that grille. Looking really, really sharp. Rims are unpainted. I think that's how he was in the movie. Very nice. All right, and on to some size comparisons in alt mode. This is the Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee. So, okay. Okay. It's really small. But this is the Studio Series Lockdown. And Hasbro's telling us that these guys are in scale. Really? Come on. The Pontiac isn't this small compared to the Lamborghini. I mean, the Lamborghini's pretty big, long and slender, but it's not like this. This looks like a toy car compared to this guy. So I'm not buying it that they're in scale, okay? Here is a Legends class. This is Windcharger. Okay? There you go. He is small. Okay, I'm saying it. I'm being very honest. I'm not bashing Hasbro or anything, but you're giving us a small deluxe class figure. Okay? It's great. It looks great, fantastic, accurate, and all that, but it's not funny, okay, that you're giving us this small figure for double the price of what deluxes used to cost. I mean, this one I'm paying, okay, I'd gladly pay the, here in Manila it's like $28. In the US it's probably 25, but I'd pay full price for this one. But this one, man, I'd think twice, okay? I wanted so much to review it for you guys. I had high hopes for it. I was very excited to get it. I just didn't realize it was going to be this small. I knew it was small, but I didn't think it was going to be this small. So final thoughts on the figure. Should you get it? If you already have your old Jazz, I wouldn't dispose of this old figures. In fact, I myself now am thinking maybe I can score a movie best Jazz at a good price in some hobby shops and whatnot. That's what I'm looking at right now. But don't throw away or don't get rid of your old Jazz figures, because he is small. And should you get him, if you're a big Jazz fan, absolutely go get him. Retail price, sure, why not? If you don't have to get him right away, my suggestion is wait for it to go on clearance. It's going to go on clearance after 6 months or 4 months. You're going to get it at half the price. It'll be worth it at that price. But as it is at $25 to $28, no. I like the fact that it's accurate. I like the fact that Hasbro spent a lot of time designing it, putting in all the details, that paint apps, the accuracy and all that, but it's not in scale. I refuse to believe that it is in perfect scale with the other Studio Series figures, and I'm calling it what it is. It is a very small deluxe bordering on a Legends class or Scout class figure. So I'm sorry, Hasbro, you gotta do better than this. I mean, come on. That Bumblebee was small, but this is, I didn't expect it to be that small. It's going to get a 7 out of 10 for me, or a 6.5. I'm sorry. I don't recommend you buy it right away. Just wait for it to go down in price. So there you go, folks. The Transformers Generations Studio Series Deluxe Class Jazz. Thanks for watching. So incidentally, he's got some heel spurs, which I forgot to mention. So those are, it's to keep him balanced. And then when you transform him, you just fold those heel spurs up, and then he's good to go.